You're sitting around feeling like a loser, wasting your life. You want that better life desperately, and you watch YouTube videos to gain motivation, but you still just cannot perform. My name is Tobi, and 6 years ago I was in the same position you are. I desperately wanted a better life. I wanted to be a cool guy. I wanted to have girls. I wanted to be respected. I wanted that good emotions. I wanted to be seen as someone who's a leader with cool clothes, and I wanted to have a great physique. But I just dreamed about those things. I was sitting around in my dark room playing GTA 5, and I was thinking like, tomorrow I will start. But of course, this did not happen. So if you struggle with the same problems, keep watching this video and you will start realizing what is wrong. Please understand that nobody is going to save you. That means if you're waiting for some external event happening, something happening randomly in your life, so you're able to start tomorrow with a perfect track record. That's the thing. You might think that you need a perfect start to change your life. You think, okay, I will start tomorrow when I wake up, and then everything is ready and I can just perform. And if you have one little mistake in your day, you just think, oh, the day is anyway, so let's just start the next day. And because of that mindset, you could have already started months ago, but you did not because of this mindset. And when you think about it, then you see there's this underlying mindset of people thinking in life there are winners and losers. And this is fair for sports. When you have a soccer game, there's a team winning and a team losing. But if it comes to life, there is no such thing as winning or losing, because you're not dead. So you still continue to live. It's like the soccer game is like at minute 45 and it's not over yet. So you might think, oh, I did a mistake, now the day is ruined. But what is a day? A day is just a cognitive size you think in. But actually, you should have the mindset that every minute, every moment counts and is independent of the moment before and the moment after, because there's just this moment right now. And there's no such thing as past or future, because it just exists in your mind. So if you have this mindset of, I need to have a perfect past, the day needs to be perfect, please think about it and just try to make the moment as best as possible, because that's the best thing you can do, and that's real development. If you're just in the moment and make the best everything out of any moment. So don't think like, oh, the day is lost, the day is wasted. No, you can change every second and become a better person. And what is also true, and what we often do not realize, is that the people you might look up to, by the way, I do not really look up to anyone since I realized this, but even the people you look up to have bad days and bad moments. The thing is, you might idolize them and think, oh, they're perfect, their days are good. But this comes from two things. At first, they present themselves in social media like they are superheroes, which is okay, because that's how social media works. But believe me, you don't see their thoughts, you don't see their emotions. And the second thing is, they are just humans. You think they are special, but what you're actually doing is you're putting them on a high status because you see them online and you see they might have many clicks and views. But in fact, they're just normal human beings, and they might even be quite boring if you talk to them in real life. So don't idolize people. It's just the shiny outside of them, but you never know what's happening on the inside. So just start and do not idolize those people. You might use them as motivation. So you think, okay, I want to be like X. X, you put in the name of the person you idolize or you think is cool or something. But impress yourself and do not be overwhelmed by the impression of other people that might be, I don't know, the best you think of. Concerning this, you might just start. And what often happens when someone wants to change his life in the beginning is he gets overwhelmed, because it's like you have to do a big task and you have this mountain in front of you and you do not know how to respond. Just start and do not think about the whole process, and accept it motivates you. You have to think and really work out what works best for you, what motivates you and what does not motivate you and just overwhelm you. Because just start with the first step and then take the second, then the third, then the fourth. And I know it's easy to say, and sometimes we lose sight of the step at the moment and we look into the future. But what is really important is that when you realize, okay, I'm looking up the mountain right now and I'm overwhelmed, please try to just focus on the step right now. It's always the same, so please try the best. And when you get distracted, just think, okay, I will just do the next moment perfectly, and then the next, and then the next. And it takes practice to really implement this into your life, but it is worth it. When it comes to changing your life, you need to understand the power of imagination. Because what I realized is, at least for my life, some people say different things, but try to use this approach for you if it works. For me, I realized that I'm a kind of ungrateful person. Not that I'm not grateful, but I get used to things quickly. Might it be good things or bad things? That's the positive side. So I get used to work fast, but I also get used to, for example, a new car fast. So by realizing this, I understood that my imagination of things, my imagination of me buying a new car, is more powerful for me than actually buying the car. Because the joy I have by imagination is more powerful than when I actually do the thing. And I think this is true for most people, but some people cannot grasp this concept. So if it works for you, take it. And when you use your imagination, you can use it every single moment. And that's the power we as humans have, because God created us and He gave to us the power of imagination, of creating, especially to man, the energy of creating. And if you use this, situations can become more easy, or that's actually what most of the people in society do. Actions can become more hard, because if you have a bad imagination. Because what those people do is, for example, they are at work and they think about how bad their work is. They have negative imagination of, for example, oh, I need to work 4 more hours. And that's exactly this seeing the whole mountain instead of just saying, okay, I'm just in the moment and working right now. So you can use your imagination as a positive tool when you just think about good things. For example, you are at work and you do not like your work. Then hopefully you already made a plan how to change your work, or how to change how your work at your workplace is. You just made a plan, hopefully, how to change things. And then when you feel like you're not into the work, you don't like it, you hate it, then you might use your imagination and think, okay, the next day I will start working at my plan. Or in the best case, after work, I will try to work becoming a self-made businessman, for example. And you know you're going to do the steps, and you already imagine yourself quitting work and becoming the businessman you want to be, or to become a YouTuber or whatever. So this is what I mean by using imagination while changing your life. This is something you need to practice. You need to practice using your imagination as a positive tool, but you can do this in every situation. You can do this in sports when you think, okay, the finish line is so close and I need to run faster and faster because the race is already over. You can use it in every second of your life by thinking till the end. In another video, I told about the concept of visualizing your death. This is also something to use imagination to enhance your performance in the current moment. So use the power of your imagination. It's a game changer. Well, another thing you should do is getting loved ones around you. And with loved ones, I mean person that really care about you in a positive way. What I mean is you should have people you can just talk to about your journey and about how it's going to change your life. And they should support you and even give you emotional confidence if you have a hard time at the moment. Because whilst you journey, there will often come times where it's just so hard to keep going. And when you have people you can reflect with, you can say, I had this situation and it was so hard. And those take you into their arms and say, hey, I love you, keep on going. This is just so much easier than when you're alone on this journey. And when you do not have these people, start talking about your goals, start talking about your journey, and you will attract some people and you will also polarize other people away. But that's okay. That's how life works. People are attracted to you or are not attracted to you. This is something you also got to learn on the process. And if you have the right people, you will also gain so much more confidence because you just know you are loved. Yes, you're not loved by everybody, but you are loved by the important ones. And when you polarize other people, you will also make the experience that nothing happens. This is something I see often. People are just, especially our society in the West, people are so caught in their thoughts that they push their feelings and their awareness away. For example, what happens is people think, oh, if someone does not like me, what will happen? I will see him again and it will feel uncomfortable. But please make this experience that when someone hates you, nothing happens. Of course, if you're in school and you have your class and you see your class every day, or you're at work and your boss hates you, or the popular kid in school hates you, of course, then you're going to have a hard time and you should not try to come into this situation. But if you are hated by normal people, this usually does not impact your life. Or you get hated by some stranger on the street, it does not have any impact on your life. Get to make this experience that if someone does not like you, and this person is not your boss and has a pretty high impact on your life, nothing happens. It's just an emotion that rises into you. For example, you feel uncomfortable because someone looks at you angrily. But if you make this experience more often, you will even get comfortable with this feeling because you get used to it. And you just make the experience, nothing happens. And please get out of your thoughts, start doing things in real life, and you will realize and experience, hey, nothing happens if I talk to myself outside. Someone thinks I'm crazy. It does not even matter. And what helps doing this is if you have good intentions for other people, if you love other people. Because if you do this, then you will feel like you have the right to exist. Because you are a good person. At least you try to be a good person, because it's a different thing if we as humans are good, because I think we are not, but that's a different story. So if you have good intentions, then you will walk around feeling like you contribute to society, feeling like you're doing something really good. And when this is the case, it's more easy to do things other people think that are bad, but you, in your inner thoughts, feel like they're good. So, for example, for me, that's in the morning going for a walk and praying loudly. And sometimes people hear me and they think it's something weird, but I think it's something good. I genuinely believe that is something good. So my mind is, hey, you might think this is something bad, but actually It's bad that you do not pray. So I am on the right side because I pray, and you're not doing the right thing. And this happens when you love other people and you have good intentions, then you feel like you're morally higher than them, and it makes more easy to be confident. Yes, this is morally at the same time critical, but if it works for you and the consequence in real life is something good, then I think it's okay to do this. And how do you get good intentions and love for other people? I can tell you how it works for me. Actually, it works if I read the Bible and pray, because when I get filled myself with the love from Jesus Christ, when I really grasp how he loves me, then it's more easy for me to also have this love for other people, because I genuinely care about the well-being of others, and it makes me happy to make other people happy. So this is what works for me. Try what works best for you, but I can encourage you to read the Bible and really experience this love. And you might also get into a community where people love each other and they get filled with the love. This is, for example, in my church. I also experienced this love. And just being surrounded by loved ones, there we are again, loved ones that support your journey. This also just fills you with this love. And then it's more easy to go outside, love the other one, and think, okay, it's okay if you hate me. I'm relaxed. I still love you. And this is such a great, great life experience I really wish for you to have. Another thing that correlates with what I already said is imagine, and really, it's not an imagination, it's just remind yourself that every single person who was on this earth, let it be someone like Neil Armstrong, I don't know if he still lives, I don't know that much celebrities, so like Marcus Aurelius, people that made an impact, they are not here anymore, and so you will be neither. Everything that happened once was just like this moment, because it was just a moment in time. Might it be 2000 years ago? It was exactly like this moment, because it was just a moment in time. And those people are gone. So will you. That means everything is past or future except this moment right now. And if you truly grasp this, it's more easy, as I said, to conquer the mountain of changing your whole life. But it's also giving you motivation to be more focused in the moment, to give 100%. Because there's this Stoic saying that everything you do, you should do as it would be the last thing on earth you would do. And you only can do this if you have this mindset, if you have this awareness of the present moment and really valuing the present moment so high that you think, okay, it might be the last moment, the last thing I just do. And that's why I'm going to do it as best as I can. Don't fall into perfectionism, because that just drags you down, takes your time, takes your mental energy. But do the thing with fun as best as you can. Even if they're not fun, try to make them fun. Try to enjoy the things you do, and even if you do not like them, try to have this mindset of enjoying, because that's the counterpart of imagination. Well, not like the opposite part, but another thing you can do is to decide to have fun. For example, you can decide to have fun at work, even if the work is just sucking. And if you will have this mindset thinking, okay, this is going to be fun, then it will be more fun than when you think, oh, I hate my life, it's not working, and work is so bad, and I need to work 40 more years because then I can retire with 70, because society is just getting older and nobody pays into my I don't know how the word is called, the thing you get out when you're old. You get the point. So just think that the things are going to be fun you do, and then they will be better. And value the present moment, like the Stoic saying encourages you. There's this book out there called Atomic Habits. I never read it, but it's all about habits. And if you're completely new to habits, you might read it. Because habits are the thing that also make you confident. Because it's a habit how you interact with people. It's a habit how you think about yourself. It's a habit how you present yourself. It's a habit how you walk. It's a habit how you talk. It's a habit how your face micro expressions are. That's why you need to practice developing confidence in social interactions. That means you really want to just get into the feeling of being this confident person and practicing doing the same things in social interactions over and over again. This is also a game changer if you already believe you are the person you want to be. Because if you truly believe it, and there again comes imagination. I already told you, imagination is key. When you have this imagination of yourself already being the guy you want to be, or the girl you want to be, then you truly make yourself believe you are this person, you will already act like you're this person, law of attraction. Then you will faster become this person. Let it make me more concrete for you. For example, when I'm in university, I still have many courses, but I think that I'm going to be a YouTuber. So my mindset is, hey, I can say whatever I want. I do not have to fear anything because soon I can retire and I can live where I want to live, and I won't see you ever again in the near future. So why should I be scared? I can polarize. I can say things I want to say. I can perform and feel the freedom because I already convinced myself that I'm already at 100,000 subscribers and I'm already financially free. This makes me more confident and I can act more like the person I want to be and I want to become, this YouTuber. And if you're just new to transforming your life, you might use the following concept. You might set one challenge for yourself, one goal, and in the evening you talk to someone. Otherwise, if you have this discipline, you can have accountability for yourself, but it's more hard. And you can grow whilst stepping outside your comfort zone because you challenge yourself every day. To not get overwhelmed, just set one challenge and then do it regularly. So you will start to see changes in your life very soon. And if you struggle with doing the challenge, completing it, you might set a reward for yourself. And if you are mentally really strong, this is for the advanced ones, the reward can just be in your mind. This is how I do it. I do not reward myself with sweets, or I do not reward myself with playing video games or watching TV or doing any of the bad habits. I can genuinely say that I kicked out every bad habit of my life. But what I do is I imagine eating junk food. I imagine going to McDonald's. And some people might fall when they do this, and then they actually might go to McDonald's. But I don't know, it's working for me. I have the mental strength to just imagine eating junk food and getting happy out of this whilst not doing it, because I know it's more nice for me to imagine eating junk food than to actually eat junk food, because I know that's how I work. I know that thinking about something makes me more happy than actually doing the thing. That's why I do not even reward myself, because if I reward myself with some bad habit, I get worse. And at the same time, I do not have the same joy as I just imagine the thing. But if you're new, just reward yourself in the evening with doing some of the bad habits you just like so much. And especially if you're in the beginning, that's better than just giving up the journey because it's so hard. If you want to learn more about confidence, just click here. Or if you want to learn more about a perfect morning routine you can use, just click up here. I'm happy if I can help you in your journey, and I hope you got some value out of this video. Otherwise, see you next time in the next video. Goodbye.